Welcome back, student, to the mathematics class for grade 10. Today again we will do pair of linear equation in two variables. This is part 4, and today we will be trying to understand cross multiplication method for solving the pair of equations. So what is the general concept? Before going to the main point, let us revise the general concept that we have. That means whenever we have been given an equation in two variables, it is always in ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 form. So if we have got pair of equation, that pair of equation will be considered as a1x plus b1y plus c1, and the second equation a2x plus b2y plus e2. That means the coefficient of, there will be three coefficient which may vary, but the variable name in both the equation is same. You can see the variable name in both the equations are same, so this will be taken in consideration for all the future reference. Now second thing that we have already done, that for a unique solution, if this equation are given, a1 plus a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. That means if we are finding a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then we can say the equations have got unique solution, and then in that case we can say the solution is consistent. Next, if we find a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, that means if this ratio, this ratio and this ratio, all three ratios are equal, that means there are infinite solution. Why? Because we have already shown in last video that basically both the equations become the same with a constant multiplier. So here if we are getting that type of equation, we can say this is infinite solution. And infinite solution, that means we are getting this solution in that, so we can say again these equations are also consistent because they are giving us common value of x and y. Now suppose a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but that is not equal to c1 by c2. So in this case there is no solution. Basically, if you remember, this type of situation is the situation where both the lines are parallel. So if the lines are parallel, there is no solution. This is solution for overlapping line, and this is for intersecting line. So there are three type of situation for our pair of equations. So considering this one, we will be now studying our today's topic. So the cross multiplication method. In this method, the formula used. Now this is the formula that we use, that b1 into c2 minus b2 into c1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. Now here the situation will be a1 into b2 minus a2 into b1 should not be 0. If this both the case, it will be the same thing, because we don't consider any situation where the denominator is 0, because divided by 0 in mathematics is not defined. Okay, so if as it is not defined, so we will not consider these situations. And the second, for y value is this one. Now this remembering this formula, how we will remember this formula? So if you want to learn this, let me tell you some tricks. So if you directly want to remember this formula, what is there? Now if you remember, the denominator of both is coefficient of first one, first equation, coefficient of x into coefficient of y of second, minus coefficient of x of second into coefficient of y of second. This is in both the case. Now for x, coefficient of x is not there. You can see the value which we are calculating, its coefficient will not be utilized in the numerator. So what? Coefficient of y into constant of second equation. Similarly, subtracted by coefficient of y into y of the second into constant of first equation. That is done. Similarly, if you see in second equation, there is same first constant of first into coefficient of x of second equation, and subtracted by constant of second equation multiplied by coefficient of x of first equation. Now here how you will see that which part will come first, x1 or x2. So let us go for the second easy. Now here one more thing is there. If this situation is there, that means there is unique solution, and if this situation is there, then indicate that will be infinite solution or no solution. In both the case, this case will be there. Now to remember the formula, see, we have learned that x is equal to b1 into c2 minus b2 into c1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. That means if we transfer it here, we are taking this one and equating these two part, we are getting value of x. Similarly, if we take these two part, we are getting value of y. So but again the main point remains, how will we remember what will come in as a denominator? So let us go for that. Just write the variable name and the constant. For constant we will write 1, the coefficient of x, y and 1. So there is no third variable, so we will write 1 here. Again, first we will write coefficient of y, equation 1 and equation 2, then coefficient of y, that is b, then we are writing c part, then again we are writing a and then b. Now remember, we are working in anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means from b to c, c to a to b. So we are moving like that. If we write a, b and constant as 1, so if we say c, so we are moving in this direction. So in first one we are omitting, we are starting from b and c. So b and c, after c we are getting a. So the writing in this particular manner is must to retain the value. Now the next part, cross multiplication, b1 multiplied by c2 minus b2 multiplied by c1. Similarly for y, c1 multiplied by a2 multiplied by c2 multiplied by a1. Similarly the third also we are getting the same thing. Just you will have to remember the sequence what we are writing: coefficient of y, coefficient of constant, then coefficient of x and coefficient of y again. So it is circulating in anti-clockwise direction. Now how it comes, the formula is derived. Let us see deriving this formula using elimination method. The equation first, equation second. So as we know from elimination method, we have to eliminate any value x or y. So suppose we want to eliminate y, first we want to obtain the value of x, so we will eliminate y. So eliminating y means we will have to multiply the first equation by b2. If we will multiply by b2, it will become b1 into b2, and we will have to multiply second by b1. So if we multiplied by b1, what will happen? Both coefficient will become equal, and if both the equation will become equal, then we will subtract and get the value. So we are getting third and fourth. Remember this, we are going to eliminate, so I have kept in red color. Here b2 into a1, we are multiplying by b2, equation 1. So again b2 is c1, multiplying c1 by b1, so b1 into a2, again this one b1 b2 and b1 c2. Just I have interchanged the value here, so that deducting is very much easy. Now subtracting 4 from 3, what we get? This one x na, both x, so this one minus this one. Similarly this one minus this one, now common is y here, this one minus this one, we have obtained this one. Now let us go to the next part. Now here we see, here what is happening, this one and this one is cancelled, so 0, that means y is eliminated. Now we are getting this value and this value. So in the next session you can see these are two values. Now if you find the value of x, if we are getting the value of x, what we will get? This one divided by this one, so we are getting the value of x. Similarly substituting value of x in 1 or 2, again we can go get y is equal to this one, so that way also we can get. And another bit what we can do, as we have eliminated y from the equations, we can eliminate x from the equations above and we can obtain y there. So that will also be a easiest step that we can get. So this way we have shown how both the formulas we have obtained. So if you can remember this formula, it is very easy to solve, and if you can't remember it, then the technique that I have told. Now let me solve some example, then only we can check. Now the example 1, for the following pair of linear equation, find if it has unique solution, no solution, or infinite many solutions. In case there is unique solution, find it by using cross multiplication method. That means if unique solution is there, then only we need to find, because if there is no solution, we cannot find any solution, and if there is infinite many solutions, so there is very difficult to say which solution we will be taking. So only case of unique solution we will be calculating. So suppose we have got two equations. Now if you are comparing with a standard equation that we have a1x plus b1y, what we are getting? a1 is equal to 1, that means a1, here you are getting a1 is equal to 1, b1 minus 3, c1 again minus 3, again a2 is 3, a2 3, b2 minus 9, and c2 minus 2. So we have got a1 is a1 b1 c1 and a2 b2 c2. Now the solution is unique, it is no solution or multiple solution. What we will get? We will calculate a1 by a2, that is 1 by 3. Again b1 by b2, it is minus 3 by minus 9, that is 1 by 3 again. And c2 is equal to minus 3 by 2, that means now here c2 is 3 by 2. So what we are getting? The situation here is of no solution situation, that means this solution is inconsistent. We will say inconsistent because there is no solution, because we know the condition, if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and that is not equal by c1 by c2, the equation is inconsistent and there is no solution. So now again let us take another pair of equation and solve accordingly. Let us take equation x plus y is equal to 5, x plus y is equal to 5, sorry 2x plus y is equal to 5, 3x plus 2y is equal to 8. So 2x plus y is equal to 5 will, if we are writing first, remember to write the equation in standard form first and then only try to solve, otherwise the sign minus and plus will get you confused, and if you confuse a single sign, the answer will be mistaken. So first write in a standard form first. So I have converted the both one in standard form. Okay, now we have found a1, a, b and c of both the equation. So a1 is 2, we are getting 2, b1 is 1 and c1 is minus 5. Similarly a2 is 3, b2 is minus 2, b2 is 2 and c2 is minus 8. So we are getting all these three values. So we have got these values, and if we again calculate, so what we are getting? a1 is not equal to a2. So if we don't have to look after third, if these both are not equal, that means the both line are intersecting each other, so there is unique solution over here. So if unique solution is there, we will find the value of x and y now. So x is equal to, the formula is already we have, we are going to implement that formula, and y is equal to, so sorry, these slides are running little bit. Now a1 is equal to 2, b1 is equal to 1, c1 is equal to -5, and a2 is equal to 3, b2 is equal to 2, and c2 is equal to -8. So if we substitute the value here, we are getting 1 into -8, 2 into -5 by 2 into 2, -3 into 1. So this solved -8, this solved minus and minus, c minus and minus plus, and 2 into 5 is 10. Similarly here 4 minus 3, so here we are getting 2 by 1. Here -5 into 3, let us check the value. C1 is -5, and A2 is 3. So here again similarly C2 and A1 -8, 2 are lower part is the same as we have obtained, so we are not going to again recalculate this one. Now if you solve this one, this is -15, minus into minus is plus, so plus 16, so we are getting 1 by 1. So what the value we have got? X is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So that is the solution for the this is the solution that we have obtained. Now this why we have obtained with method 1, that means if we know the formula, but suppose we don't remember, you don't remember formula, so we will do in expansion way. These equations are given. Now from here what we'll do, x, we will write x, y and 1. Now for x we will take these two values. So this is b part, so first we will write b part. So first 1 is there and 2 is there. Similarly for c, -5 and -8 is there, -5 -8. Now again for y, what we'll do, we will take first this one and then second this one. That means b we have taken and then we have taken c. Now here we will take a. So already c we have written, so a will be written as 2 and 3. And for 1 again b, c, a, and after a it comes b. So again we have repeated these values, b, no need to check. And now x, so x divided by what will be there? X divided by this one into this one. Y again minus this one into this one. Y multiplied by -5, 3, -8 and 2, and 1 will be 2 into 2, 3 into 1 minus. Now this one we have obtained in the last step. So now if you solve, -8 and this one minus and minus plus 10, here again -15 and minus plus 16. So we are getting x by 2 is equal to y by 1 is equal to 1 by 1, and again if we take this one and this one, we get x is equal to 2, and again if we take this one and this one, we are getting y is equal to 1. So if we go early one, so what we have got here, you can see we have got x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 here with using the formula, and if using the shortcut again we have got the same value. So I think now it is very easy for you to understand, and you can solve the method equations by cross multiplication method. Thank you very much for watching the video.